Okay, so we'll move on to Wednesday's game, which is Chelsea against Atletico Madrid. So it's a goalless draw in the first leg. These are two winners of the Europa League, the last two winners up against each other. Dave, how do you see it going? Who's going through?
Well, hopefully we'll get some goals in this leg because that first, some parts of that game, very a tactically brilliant game, very, very interesting. But there wasn't much else. There wasn't much substance. There wasn't much to get the crowd going and that sort of thing. So I'm hoping goals in this one. But after Mourinho set up against Liverpool, really parking the two buses, as Brendan Rodgers came out and said this morning, can't see much else to that really.
Mourinho's kept two of what are allegedly the most potent sides in Europe to no goals over the past week, and there's something very impressive about that. But now, the impetus is somewhat with Chelsea. The narrative, I think Mourinho's done very well to craft the narrative so far, but how does he finish it? Because he's controlled the media in England very well, and I think he's managed to motivate his team particularly well. You obviously can't count out Atletico in this one either. I mean, because they have been so excellent this season. And obviously in England the narrative is all about Chelsea, but I'd be interested to see what it's like in Spain because obviously there's two Madrid sides who have played very impressively in the Champions League this season, and both of them kind of have the impetus, if you like. I know that Atletico was stunted in the first leg, but they're still very much in the tie. I don't see why they shouldn't consider themselves to almost be like their frontrunners in this one because they've been very impressive so far.
Atletico Madrid, they've scored the most goals on the break in Europe. They've scored 5 goals on the counter attack. So they're all set up to play that way. I think they've scored the most goals from set pieces as well. So it's all geared up for them to sit back. So hopefully Chelsea will take the game to them and maybe get an early goal and get the game going a bit, and then hopefully we'll see Willian some magic from there and Fernando Torres to score the winner.
Lawrence, how do you think they're going to cope without all the players that are missing? So Cech, as we said, is out. Terry's out. Frank Lampard and John Obi Mikel are suspended. Matic and Salah ineligible. Eden Hazard is apparently out. So how's Mourinho going to cope? Like we're saying, the onus is on them to take the game to Atletico. How are they going to cope without so many of their key players?
Could you almost flip it and say there are all these strong players out there, these strong players who have been to, what is it now, 4 semi-finals for Chelsea and kind of choked each time? I almost feel like it's an advantage for Chelsea that they do not have these stalwarts on the pitch for them. And so I'm thinking actually it serves the team that Mourinho can be very pragmatic in the way that a lot of people speak about it. Patrick Vieira always speaks about the fact that Mourinho loves setting up his team to win and not necessarily to play beautiful football or to be the better side. And I think that Mourinho he has the assets to be able to do that. So having these players out and having Mourinho with these assets, I think actually serves Chelsea very well.
Give me a score prediction.
I'm gonna go with 1-1.
Ooh. I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 Chelsea. I think they're going to go through Madrid and Chelsea in the final. Madrid are going to win it.